you really just need to start with a story, and I think that's what everybody's saying today. It's those compelling, authentic stories that are really what are going to be the basis for the material that's going to be the driver to action. And I think with any organization, probably that's here today, you have stories to tell, and it's just finding one that's simple enough that can probably share the message that you're trying to deliver in a really simple way so that everybody gets it.
I think you also have to have a handle on what you're trying to achieve in terms of your business objectives. I mean, that's going to help you make the case internally in terms of, hey, I'm going to go make a video and I'm going to spend X number of dollars. But you have a good business reason for doing that. I think certainly what I've heard from the stories up here today is that it helps you tell your story better and more effectively, and that's really where the return is at. So having a good handle on that, I think, is a good place to start as well.
Concur and concur. Just want to add that our experience has been in the year that we've been using video, the social media applications of it. We are in a visual society now, as opposed to a written word society, and the social media impact of the video work we have done has just been phenomenal. So it offers that opportunity to open up new channels of communication for your organization as well.
I mean, the obvious would be call-in video. I think they had to shoot that out there. No, they having actually on that idea, having the right team in place to do it is, I think, key. So both internally and whoever you end up choosing to help you with that, but making sure you have good expertise around you. We are in a visual society. I'm a believer in video, but you also have to have good writing underneath it. Being able to tell your story in literally 150 words is a challenge, so having that kind of expertise, surround yourself with some expertise that can really make this work for you.
I guess the comment that I would have about the video production experience is, you know, as professionals, they're going to guide us to what's going to pull the heartstrings and encourage involvement. So I think it would be looking how you complement what that final product is going to be, you know, to really drive the message home, whether it's your social media networks, whether it's your website, or whether you can actually take it to air. But really looking at how you can tap into probably an already existing audience that just needs to be motivated to action. And I think that that's what these resources can help us all do.
That's a really excellent reason to use a professional company, is you get the options. If you're only shooting for the web, and you know that that's the only thing you're going to do, I mean, I have a handy cam stuck in my closet. I joked with Angela that literally this commercial was going to be shot by me with 4 of my friends with a handy cam and the best mic I could find, because sound is pretty important when it comes to video. That's the only thing I know about producing good video, is make sure you have a good mic. So it was literally, that was how this was going to be produced. But if you have a professional company, all of the options are on the table for you for broadcast, which in our case we knew we were. That was one of the main considerations. We needed to have a broadcast quality production, but we plan on using it on. It's already on YouTube. It will be on our website. We'll blog about it. We're going to use it at our golf tournament. If you have a professional company behind you, all those options are available to you.
As we develop more video scenarios and people understand that we're telling these stories, I think our lesson learned from our initial foray into this area is we're going to get harder edged. We're going to be tougher in our stories, because the tougher we are in our stories, the more compelling the stories are. And we're not going to be afraid to to tell the stories in a very dramatic way. I think that would be our main learning.
I think the question is, do you plan on doing this more? And I think yes. And I've learned that we need to build that into the budget. So I think we've got some confidence now in telling our story through really good video. That's now aligned, much like, you know, are we going to spend some money on the annual report next year? Well, of course we're going to, because we've done it every year and it's great. Are we going to spend some money on video this year? Absolutely, because we did it last year and it's a great way to tell our story. So it's shifting from that print to visual. My main learning is like plan for it, and you can do an even better job, I think.
And I would say it's a changed world out there. We all know that, you know, a nonprofit, foundation, things that worked, you know, maybe a year ago or a year and a half ago might not work anymore. So I think it's really a time to experiment and see what kind of gems you have within to share, because there's probably lots of them. I don't think it's so much whether you're using a non-professional approach or a professional video company. It's the content of what the message is. And I would think you know, the price at what this work can be done is really reasonable. So if it's worthy of, you know, a piece for your organization, I do believe that whenever you have that higher quality, it just does show that professionalism, and I think it speaks volumes so that it's reaching many levels.